I read books. I can't find any. This is like kind of orange.
Katrina,
You can
get that Riley Sager right there.
Did you do Final Girls? Because that's what I did.
She said it had to be some red.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, it can just have red on it. Hello and welcome to HALLOWEEKEND event number 2. We are doing some spooky stuff today. We will be playing Red Book, which if you guys aren't familiar with, I do have the rules printed out. So you're in good hands. You won't break any of the rules. And we'll be reading your paranormal ghost experiences that you guys put on Discord. I was thinking we would do the ghost stuff, the stories first, and then play Red Book. So for Red Book, all you guys have to do is have a book that has like red on it. So I have my old copy from the 40s of The Divine Comedy, illustrated by William Blake, because it's one of my favorite rare books that I have. And I thought it would be extra spooky to play with an old book. So it just has to have red on the cover. And yeah, I'll go over the rules then. And I'm joined by the creator of HALLOWEEKEND, Lexi, and the announcement video is linked down below. Everything you need to know is linked down below. And it's not too late to join because there's 3 more weekends this month, right? Is that right?
Yeah, and it's still today and tomorrow. So.
And still today and tomorrow. And next weekend is very, very exciting. We're going to have a very exciting event. So stay tuned for that one. So did you guys want to talk about your channels, or should we just get into the ghost stuff?
Ghost.
We'll run through some of these comments and see. Hello. Hey, Carly, Elizabeth. Hi, everybody. Hi, Desi. If I get possessed or something because of this, I will be pretty upset, but I do have my Red Book. Yay! If I don't get upset.
See, this is a clear indicator how it's impossible to make everyone happy. We are getting mixed signals here. Do you want to be possessed? Do you not want to be possessed? Like, we don't know.
That's such a great comment. Handing out possessions. I'll take one. I'm also going to be upset if you don't get possessed. If so many of y'all are interested in getting possessed, maybe we should make this a group therapy session instead of Halloween hangout. I chose a book called Devil Seed, so nice.
Yeah, I don't know which one of these I prefer.
I know, I was like, it has to be a thriller or a horror book, so I did Final Girls.
I know, but then it's gonna tell you scary things.
That's why I did it.
I know. I almost chose Crescent City, and then it's like, because it's like a red book, but that's a fantasy romance, and I was like, so then the 2 that I chose instead were these 2.
Ooh, those are good options.
Those are really good. Yes, Lexi and Kaylee are together. Woo. And Teddy. Hello, I'm excited for Red Book of Fun. Yay! I pulled out Violet by Scott Thomas. Nice. Next weekend is a live performance from Pitbull. That makes me think of Kitty for Halloween or birthday costume. Hello. Hi, Monica. As long as Teddy doesn't get possessed, I'm fine. Oh my gosh, nothing will ever happen to Teddy.
Or Teddy is already possessed.
Teddy's already possessed.
Plot twist.
All right, so let's start reading your guys' ghost story. So first, Spooky Aaron went on the Discord in August when the announcement, I think, was made.
I'm so excited. I haven't looked at any of these.
So Aaron said, I once went to a house party and get drunk. Turns out it was haunted and then I died. Party was pretty rad though.
Sick. Oh, yeah. Origin for that escape.
Yes. I was also there, and we died definitely. My cousin.
Like,
Oh my gosh, yeah, there's a lot of ghost stories. Ooh.
Yeah, so maybe I'll read like a couple of these and then we can do Red Book and then go back.
yeah.
So this is from Vanessa. My cousin and I were 4 years old. We were playing at our grandparents' house shortly after our grandma died. I distinctly remember looking at her ceiling fan. It started spinning on its own. No adults were in there to have turned it on because they were sitting around the kitchen table discussing all the adult things. Afterwards, the people that bought the house, my cousin's other grandparents, told us that sometimes the TV and or bathroom light would turn themselves on the middle of the night. Grandpa had died in the bedroom before my cousin and I were born. The house is still in our family today. My younger cousin and his wife live there now.
Ooh.
I would not
That's
live there.
It's
That's
like
scary.
could be friendly ghosts though.
Yeah.
I guess it could be like the grandpa.
Yeah, it could be the grandpa. Maybe it's like the house is like a house that like just is a good place for communication, but it's not necessarily like an old spirit in the house. It's just like for communication with recent spirits. Who knows? Who knows?
I like how it's just like turning on the TV and like the ceiling fan and stuff. It's like stuff parents do or like get on and off.
They're like the ghost is like it's hot in here. Let's turn on this light.
Yeah. The next one is from I can't pronounce the first one, but it's Kendra. I will give one example of my grandma died when I was 4. The night she died, my mom went to hers, and my auntie was looking after me and said she heard me talking about my grandfather. To no one in the room, when she asked me, I said, "It's my Nana. She's come to tell me she won't be able to take me anywhere anymore." But me and my grandfather was to go on lots of adventures. And I told my auntie she had said goodbye to everyone. Bear in mind, I didn't know my grandma had died at this point. Still now, if me and my auntie are together, we get a visit from her. Aw.
I feel like it's always kids.
Yeah, it is. It's like kids and animals.
And old people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Kids are creepy.
my grandma is like really old, and she has started seeing my cousin who passed away, like in her house.
Is she scared or is she like okay?
No, she's just like talks about him being there.
To you guys or like
So, like people in her, like my aunt lives with her now to like help take care of her, and it's actually my aunt's son who died, and she'll just like talk about him being there to my aunt.
Oh.
it kind of makes sense if like your aunt is there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Dang.
One time my like my best friend's niece, they were like walking somewhere and she's like, "People died here, didn't they?" And she was like 4 or 5 and they were like on a hike somewhere and they were like, "What? No, like you've never even been here. How do you know anything?" And then they come up to one of those plaques where it was like a battle happened or something like there in like Northern Virginia, and they were like, "You're creepy. Like get out of here." Okay, so this one's pretty long and it's from Erin. Okay, you guys ready? Because it's an Erin story. After her 3rd or 4th marriage ended, my mother moved back to her childhood state, Michigan, not to be gotten rid of that easily. I followed her. A couple months later, to save money, I stayed with my papa in my mother's childhood home. This was a seriously old house. We talking bathroom was added on because back in their day, ... No bathroom, I guess. Anyways, my papa bought the house farm from an old lady's family. Upon purchase, they had to remove this gigantic old rug with a weird stain on it. When they were little, my uncles teased my mom that was the previous owner, we call him Mr. Breeze Man, died on it. Fast forward to modern day, the house is haunted. You can hear footsteps walking around the house when you are alone in the basement. Things go bump in the night. My papa, a volunteer fireman and a busybody, keeps a police scanner going in the dining room 24/7, and creepy voices interrupt the broadcast.
Oh.
When I moved in, my boxes piled up in my room. I had to move stuff that had been there for decades to fit everything. At night, my dog, who had always slept in her bed, refused to sleep alone and would stare at this one particular spot on the wall and shake. One of the
that's creepy.
I know, poor doggy.
Yeah.
One of the boxes had a board game with a timer that would count down when you pushed the button. It would always go off if you sat on the box hard enough, and only then. Well, one night, my dog is having her creepy poltergeist moment, and all of a sudden there is a sound like the box is moving, and the timer from the board game starts to count down. Supposedly, there was no one in the room with us, but we joke that Mr. Braisman would sit in my room and watch me sleep at night, which is, pretty chill.
Oh, no.
Which is, pretty chill. No, that's not chill.
I hate that.
Anytime there's like toys.
The dog thing gets me because Teddy will occasionally do that too, and it freaks me out so badly when, like, in the middle of the night, I'll wake up and he's just sitting on the bed, like, staring at a wall, growling, and I'm like,
No.
what are you doing? Like, what are you doing?
Has he done that in the new house, or like where
No, he used to do it a lot in Texas though, and like, so here's the thing, I don't like believe in ghosts, so in my head I know it's like he just saw like a light shine by and he like was growling at that, but at night anything is possible. So in my head, I'm like, it might be a ghost.
I've never had a ghost experience myself, so I don't like hardcore not believe in it, but I also don't specifically believe in it either.
Yeah, like I feel like I believe people's stories, and like in my head I'm like, okay, but it could be that, or it could be all these other things, but like I don't know what it actually is,
Yeah.
So.
I believe in it. 100%. I laugh because it scares me. It's like coping mechanism. I'm like, I just feel like everything's like too similar for it to not be actually a thing that happens. I feel like maybe not every time the stuff happens, it's like the thing happening, but I feel like definitely it does happen. Do you believe in it, Katrina?
Oh, yeah.
That's what I thought.
I do, but then you play with a Ouija board.
I know. My first ghost I think I saw was when I was like 10 at my uncle's house in Culpeper, Virginia. Like, he lived in one of those Victorian houses that were split up into like apartments in the basement, and it was like a woman in white. For some reason, it's always a woman in white came through like the back bedroom entryway. And he thought it was like his wife, and he was like, "Hey, where are the kids?" Because like she took like some of the kids out, and then it was like the other kids still here, like eating lunch or whatever. And the woman just went like this down the hallway, and he was like, "Cammy, Cammy," and he was like yelling, and he's like, "Why is she ignoring me?" And I was like, "That's not Cammy." And I like went back to eating. Apparently, like I was super casual about it, and he was like, "Oh well, I'm gonna call the cops because this is like an intruder."
Yeah.
First of all. And I was like, I doubt it's like a real person. And he's like, what do you mean you doubt it's a real person? And I like ran in the room or down the hall where she went, and like she was gone. And I was like, I told you she was a real person. And the cops did show up, and they were like, oh yeah, we get calls here all the time.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm saying. Like that it just has to be real. Like,
that is so creepy. That's one of like the most like scary stories, I feel like most convincing stories that I've heard.
It's like crazy. They didn't talk, but like nobody knew, but they keep getting the same call.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like the kid. Sorry. Hi, Kelsey.
Hi, Kelsey.
Hi.
You greet yourself.
Sorry, I'm late. I'm so sorry.
Good.
There's like, I don't know. I've read this story about in the Haunted Mansion. Like, people would reportedly say they see like a little boy like running around in the set, and like they would keep telling the employees like different people who hadn't talked to each other. So it's like, how is that not real? I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well, there's like I can't remember the exact details. So if you're here in the comments, chime in if you know what I'm talking about. But there's like was a town where they all like had the same sort of story about this UFO sighting. And like it was like crazy though. It wasn't like, oh, we saw something in the sky. It was like down there like abducting people type of thing. Like a crazy story that like I would not believe if it was one person. Because while I believe in aliens, I don't like necessarily believe of like UFOs have come down and like abducted people before, you know?
You can tell us your story.
I know. But like I'm very skeptical about that, although I do for sure believe in aliens. But like there's a town that like shared like a mass hallucination or really experienced like alien thing. And I think there's like this whole like conspiracy about like if the government like dosed the town with like LSD or something like that. Because like they were all
Phoenix Lights.
Yeah, I think it might be that.
Yeah, that one's crazy because there's like a bunch of video too.
Yeah, it's like such a weird thing, and I feel like what was going on there, and that's another like the woman in white ghost thing where it's like, okay, how many people saying the same thing can you just say like no?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know.
Kelsey, do you believe in ghosts?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I live in like one of the most haunted cities in the world.
I know. I was late. Partly I was late because speaking of haunted city, we went to into the city. We had to run some errands this morning, and Paul's like, let's try this beignet place. Which is totally a very New Orleans thing. It's like a powdered like donut thing. Anyway, when we were coming back, there's this house on St. Charles Avenue, which is like a big famous street here, and it was filled with like all these skeletons. So we got out the car and I filmed it, and so I was like, I looked at my phone and I'm like, shit, it's like about to be 11 my time, which means the event, and I was like, oh, I'm on my way back. Yeah. It was all these creepy, spooky skeletons, and there was like one, it was called Reba instead of Reba, so it was like a skeleton Reba. Then there was one where it was like, there was all kinds of spoofs. Like there was one ET, but I forgot how he worded it. It was like a skeleton ET guy on a bike. So it's like, yes, I live in like a creepy haunted city, like. That wasn't like a haunted house, but it definitely was a spooky weird house where the dude was like, yo, I love Halloween, I guess. But
I feel like you have to love Halloween to live in New Orleans.
I feel like you do.
Like,
I mean, I don't know about the ghost thing though. I know members of my family have had experiences, especially my cousin Madeline. She's 6 years younger than me. She always talks about like weird things, like she felt really sick when she was not at home, and then her dad called and he's like, yeah, or her mom called or something, and she's like, yeah, your dad just fell off like the second story balcony. He was fine, my uncle was fine, but she like was feeling sick right when it happened. It was very weird, and she felt like something was wrong. And then I think when her grandpa on the other side, not my side, not our shared side, passed away, she had like this crazy dream, and she told me this, and it was like so detailed and insane. And she's like, and I saw like his ghost thing like form in the dream, and then woke up and found out he passed away overnight. And so I believe her. I don't think she'd make it up. I mean, she's my cousin, and she'd have nothing to gain by telling me this if she didn't truly believe it. So I just have never experienced anything like supernatural. So I don't know what I believe, really.
Yeah.
I want to like not believe, because then I won't feel scared reading the horror books I read. So I'm going to just be like, I guess I'll just pretend like it doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
Let's see, where did I leave off? Just some comments. I had 3 books with red cover, finally decided on Don't Fear the Reaper. That's a good selection. Hello. Hi, Cassidy. I was dragged here. Oh no. Nice. Hello, I don't know what to read next. It's between Gone to See the Riverman and If I Found Return to Hell.
I love Gone to See the Riverman, but I feel weird recommending.
That's a weird book to recommend. Yeah, like you'll read it fast, I bet.
If you have no triggers.
Yeah, go for it. I'm using the raw shark text for my red book, completely red, and the only thing I know about it is that it's weird and has somewhat similar structure of House of Leaves. Oh,
That's cool.
that's interesting. The spooky ghost named Cassidy. Because kids are still open to things. Yeah, they say it's like your part of your frontal lobe or whatever isn't has from the drinking water or whatever, right? Like the stuff for the fluoride affects your third eye. I had a friend that told me that, like, growing up, like if you drink like the tap water, it closes your like third eye or something. And I was like, yeah, but it's really good for your teeth. So keep drinking that.
Who cares about the third eye? You need good teeth.
I know, like I'd rather have good teeth.
That's so random.
No. That's so funny.
That's really random. That's my hippie friend. I totally believe, but have never had any experiences myself. Interesting. Kelsey!
Froggy!
I chose the Amityville Horror. Ooh. That book made me so mad. That's like a nonfiction book, but it's literally the parents are like abusing their kids in that book.
Yeah, and the dad is horrible.
Yes.
Like literally worst ever.
The worst stepdad ever.
Yeah.
Yes, the whole town saw toad mushroom aliens. I love it. I love that they're toad mushroom aliens.
And it was like everybody saw the same thing.
That's what the toad mushroom aliens was.
Yeah, that was my alien experience.
Oh, I was like, what?
I hope they talked to like Toad from like the original
they were
like show too.
Imagine a bunch of little like toad mushroom aliens in your room.
Yeah, can you explain your story again, Kaylee? I always hear it referenced, but I don't think
I've heard it. It's epic.
Okay, so when I was like 10, there's a very strong possibility that I was like I had an alien encounter, or I had a really convincing dream. I don't know which is more likely, but I was sleeping in my bedroom and I woke up to like a super bright light shining in my window. And for context, I lived in apartments and my like window pointed not towards any cars. It was like a courtyard that all the apartments like looked out to. So it's not like a car was flashing their lights and like it's impossible. There's no light there, you know? So like I woke up to this bright light shining in my window. And I was like so afraid because that's weird. Why is there a bright light shining in the window? And then I look down and there's like just tons of aliens in my room. And they look very similar to Toad from Mario World. And it was horrifying. I was frozen in fear just watching these like toad mushroom aliens walk around my room, and then I was just afraid, and I don't remember what else happened, if anything else happened, but you know, that's how abductions go. That's where they could have deleted my memory. And then and I woke up the next morning, and you know what I did the next morning? I went in front of a mirror and checked my whole body for any weird marks or scratches, and I couldn't see anything. But it was convincing enough that I had to check everywhere to make sure. I was like, did they do a big scratch on my back or something, you know? And no, I couldn't find anything. But that's kind of weird. It really felt like I was awake when that bright light shined in my window. So, like,
well, thank you for telling me the whole story.
Yeah,
I love that
I always
story.
believe the abduction reference to the story. I don't think.
Yeah, it's and listen, when aliens are revealed to everyone and they look like Toad, I'm gonna, like, I totally know it was really like I'm gonna tell so many people I freaking told you so.
And they talk like Toad from the old show, like, "Hey, Kaylee."
Oh God, no. That's horrifying. Yeah, I think it's more believable if the aliens look like Toad than like Yoshi or something. So to me, it's kind of more believable that they looked like Toad. Now, if you'd seen little Yoshis, I think it wasn't. Like, I think it was a dream. But I believe the Toad characters, that they were there.
It wasn't like an exact replica of Toad.
Yeah,
It was just like
kind of like
similar.
Toad.
Yeah, similar.
Did they look cartoony or did they look like giant mushrooms?
No, they looked like scary, like waxy type things.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh, that's even creepier.
That
Like, they have.
is.
Ugh.
Never asked for that detail.
Yeah, they looked like waxy, and they weren't like. That's why it's like, in my head I know it's like most likely a dream, right? But that's where it's just like that's that little chance because it really freaking felt like I was awake. It really felt like I was awake, and it wasn't like an exact like cartoon cutout of Toad. It was like creepy alien version of Toad.
That's,
you know,
that's so creepy. I don't like
Who knows? Who knows? Aliens might be real. They might look like Toad.
Well, according to the government, they are. So, but the Toad thing is still out though. Out there.
We just haven't shared yet.
Yeah. They're gonna see this live stream and they're gonna be like, fuck, the secret revealed.
They're gonna ask you to testify in front of Congress.
Yeah, like the
Next
CIA
week.
is gonna knock on my apartment door tomorrow and be like, how do you know?
They're like, would you testify against this committee?
Yeah.
In front of the committee.
If next time we like hear from Kaylee, she's like, I don't remember this Toad dream you're referencing. She got taken by the government and they erased that little part.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna be the ones who are next. They're like, okay, now everyone that she live streamed to, now they have to be erased.
Yeah.
New fear unlocked.
Sorry.
Okay, are you guys ready for another story? You guys
Yes.
want to do another one? Okay. Let's see. We're gonna start this. This is from Elizabeth, from Beers, Books, and Booze. I have too many ghost stories to post them all. I will type out my favorite. It was after my great-grandma's funeral. Everyone in the family went to the grave side, but my cousin, who was her caregiver, it was too emotional for her, my mom and I. We went back to her house to wait for the others. My mom and cousin went out to smoke a cigarette. I don't smoke, but I didn't want to be alone. Now in the backyard, you can see if someone comes in the front or back. I saw a man in the kitchen wearing an old-timey hat. I can't remember what my dad said they were called when I described it to him. I wasn't scared at all, but felt safe. I knew who the ghost was / spirit. It was my great-great-grandpa. He was just making sure the house and the family was safe. If he was still alive, he would have been 120. He was in his 30s when he married and my great-grandma, and she was 18. She would have been 100 the next year after she passed. I might tell my other stories later, just 2 more with family spirits, and the rest are all random ghosts. That was a fun one. This one's from Vicky. This happened before I was born. My mom and dad went to Scranton, Pennsylvania, to my dad's great-grandmother's house, I believe, to see what was there and to take some stuff back home. They decided to stay in the house. Nothing happened until during their stay that weird things started happening. To name a few, my mom had somehow put a gun together, and in all her life, never once used a gun, let alone put one together. It wasn't until the old record player started playing When the Saints Go Marching In on its own that they noped the hell out of there and ended up staying at a hotel. The last I heard about the house from my aunt at my grandma's funeral 7 years ago, that the house in Pennsylvania was sold and demolished since. I can't help but wonder sometimes if some restless spirits had still lingered on the property for who knows how long, and the house was built on some unknown burial ground no one knew about. Wait. Or was the house built on some unknown burial ground no one knew about? That's
scary.
The like music thing happens so often and it's so weird. Like, especially record players. Sav, you have one.
I know. I've never had that happen. I'm so sorry to tell you all. I've never had that happen. But I feel like if the music I have on my record player started playing, it wouldn't be as scary. Like, it's not like
it came out of nowhere because don't you have,
it's not like Tiptoes or whatever. Tiptoes through the window.
Oh
like,
God.
It's not that. It would be like Taylor Swift. But yeah, if it came out of nowhere. Yes.
It'd be so funny though if you just randomly owned a record for Tiptoe Tulips.
I would shit myself.
Yeah.
I would be like, I'm out.
Just the Insidious monster though sings that song, not Tiny Tim who met the queen, right? Like, you gotta get it straight.
I forgot that there was a solid couple minutes
so
when we
great.
all thought that Katrina was telling us that the monster from Insidious met the queen.
She's like, he met the queen, and I was like, what?
That was last
The
Halloween.
guy met the queen.
I think those are all my spreads too, and it was like Yvette's comment, and I was like, "Oh yeah, he met the queen," and everybody was like, "What?"
I feel like I need to find those.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
were all just like accepting it though, because like Katrina knows so many fun facts. I was like, I guess she did.
I remember Erin was just like could not get it together, and her laughing so hard was making me laugh even more too. I was like,
Oh, that thing was so funny.
Oh my god.
I remember my face hurting really bad after.
My face hurts right now.
I know, mine does too. My cheeks hurt.
My face already hurts. I have to go.
Yeah, I feel like we need to stretch out the muscles here.
Tell me your ghost stories.
It
hurts.
I don't know if I read this one. From Valkyrie. I do. Since I was a kid, or when I was little, my mom had to go to work. Had to go work an hour before I could go to my babysitter's house, and I would watch TV in the basement with my dogs cuddling me. The three of us were the only living beings in the house for the hour, but I frequently heard footsteps running up and down the stairs, and occasionally there was laughter. Yeah. Plus, the cupboard doors in our kitchen were always opening themselves. Stuff like that would happen throughout my childhood and adolescence in that house. That's very spooky.
I always hear footsteps going up and down the hall, but it's Jackson. So there's an explanation.
He's like clippity clop, clippity clop.
It was kind of creepy that when you were saying the footsteps and like he started like stepping down the hall, and I was like, oh, that's a nice spooky soundtrack.
Did I tell you guys my babysitting experience?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god.
I remember this. I remember this story. Yeah.
Yeah, I was babysitting for this little girl, and I was like at this house, and first of all, the house did not have curtains or blinds, like anything on the windows. So it was really creepy because I was like sitting in the living room. Does yours not?
Oh,
nothing at all.
Oh no.
No.
Freaks me out.
Yeah, so that's rough. It didn't have anything. So I was like sitting there, and it was just like pitch black outside in a neighborhood. So it's not even like I could see a street light. Anyway, so I'm sitting there, the kid's asleep, and they have a basement that's like unfinished. And I hear this toy go off in the basement.
No.
Oh, God.
And it's going off, and it's like this little creepy, like, you know, those lullaby like songs. I don't know what it was, but I like panicked, and I was like, oh my God, what do I do? And I like went to the stairs and like looked down, and it was down there. I was hoping it'd just stop, but finally somehow I think I like called my like husband, and I was like, what do I do? Like, I was so scared. And honestly, I don't have a good memory of all that happened because I was so scared. You know, when you're so scared, you just like forget. So at some point that night I called him. At some point I called the parents. Anyway, I like went down there somehow. I like ran down the stairs. I grabbed it. I turned it off. It was like one of those alarm clocks, but it had like set on its own. And I called the parents. I felt so bad. And I was like, this just went off. And he's like, oh, that keeps happening. And it keeps like scaring my wife. And like, we just got to get rid of that toy. And I was like,
oh my God.
That's creepy.
It was so creepy. I literally, so I was like, is somebody downstairs? Like, I kind of thought there was someone in the house who had like bumped it. Like,
Which
I didn't.
is even scarier, I feel like.
Yeah.
Than a ghost.
So like that's what I thought, but no one was there. So I'm like, is there like a ghost like doing that? I don't know, but it was really scary. Yeah.
Did you ever
I would have been freaked
with
out.
them again?
Mm-hmm.
Creepy.
The Chain. I've never read that.
I know.
I'm
I need
using
to read it.
Too lazy to run upstairs, so I grabbed my recent purchases, Merciless by Brian Smith. Pretty sure it's extreme, so maybe getting possessed. Yeah. Lindsay got this from my Pango. It is very extreme, yeah. Hi, Vanessa. Does the red book need to be horror? No, it can be any book with red on it. Kaylee, there's no chance you were like secondhand high or something.
I hope not, because I was a child. But it wouldn't have been coming from in my house or anything. So I'm thinking no.
I would hope not either. Yeah. Toad is my favorite choice in Mario Kart. Yes. My choice, I like DK, but I just like DK.
Either gonna do Death Tour, which you can't tell, but it's got red, or this seems appropriate. Pair of Action
Yeah.
It's got black,
Yes.
but I mean this red.
I almost did that too. I was looking at that one.
So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll do both for some parts.
Valerie's switching to sex, lies, and vampires. I went on a ghost investigation night with some family, and we spoke to this horrible ghost who killed almost his entire family, including his baby sisters, to try and inherit their family farm. Oh my gosh. That's awful. That kind of sounds like Amityville.
Yeah.
When aliens are revealed and they look like Toad, Nintendo has some explaining to do.
I laughed at that earlier. I was like, oh my god, Caitlin's coming.
Hi, Susie. Hi. Red book, I might read Fake Blood. Oh, I've never heard of that. Well, Lexi and Kaylee, love to see you both there. Get that diamond painting out, Kaylee.
Wait, I still don't know. Why doesn't she like diamond painting? Why don't you like diamond painting, Kaylee?
Because it's horrible.
But why?
Because Teddy wants to partake as well.
No, because it's like you spend so long for nothing, no visual enjoyment. You spend like hours, and it's like, oh my god, I did the tiniest freaking square right there. How satisfying, not? And then like it's so particular to like get the little freaking things in the thing and get them right on the
That
correct
one
thing.
seems like a personal
And
problem.
it's just like so annoying. And then, like the hunch. This is where I'm willing to say maybe it's improved, but back in Texas, I didn't have a table, so I was like hunched over on my coffee table to do it, and so it was like so painful. And I would like be like, man, I really just made my back hurt for 3 days to put these little freaking like in an area that's this big. Like, what is going on?
See, this is why I'm scared to try it out.
I just tried the coasters. I think if you start with anything savage, it should be like something small, like the coasters.
Yeah, that's true.
You guys saw, I have so many. So I can give, my mom even sent little ones too. So
I got my first big one.
Ooh.
That's cute.
Oh, it's cute.
They look so
I
cool.
like the snowman, but pumpkin version.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I like it. I'm excited.
No curtains or blinds in New York City. Brave, Kaylee, brave.
I know, like, what if you look over and there's a face there? I'd freak out.
You just wave.
We have curtains and blinds for the windows that like, well, we have curtains, not blinds. We have curtains for the windows that like look out to the street. It's just, this is like low priority. We had to buy so much shit when we got moved in here. We've just like been trying to prioritize certain things. But like this window, as you can see, looks into one place, you know, like no one else can really see in, and like they're chill. We sometimes watch their TV from the window.
You're just like free TV.
No biggie. We just spy on their TV.
Well, literally, like Rebecca and I, Rebecca's my roommate for those that don't know, but Rebecca and I will like play a game each night where we're like, we have to figure out what they're watching. And so like, we're like, keep sneaking over and be like, oh, there's the actors. And then we'll look up the actors' like whole like filmography history to try to figure out what exact like.
Oh my god! Little do they know that you guys are like creeping and peeping on them. Like
I love
night.
it.
They
I love
be
it.
scared.
Oh my god.
I gotta say though, their taste not great. Not great.
Not only are you creeping and peeping, but now you're passing judgment. Oh no.
They watched like the Kardashian show a lot. They watched something with David Beckham in it. They were watching this movie the other day, and we looked it up, and it sounded like the world's most boring movie ever. It was like about like a guitar saving people's lives and stuff. Yeah.
That is so weird.
So yeah, not good taste. Maybe eventually they'll get better taste. But
You should like write messages in the window to them. Watch this movie.
No, watch the new Exorcist movie. Like, and then they'll really think you're disturbed.
I'm going today to see it. I'm so
jealous. I hope you have a great time.
I gotta find my Pazuzu shirt. I just got a new Pazuzu shirt, and I was looking for it to wear here, and I couldn't find it, but I like really need it to go see the movie. So
I hope it's good. I've been hearing like mixed reviews on it.
Oh no!
I've heard people really like it or they don't like it. It's so weird. It's like one of those really decisive things.
Mm-hmm.
Only Katrina has a Pazuzu shirt, and it's great.
Yes, I like the sequel to Hocus Pocus. It was fun.
I thought it was cute.
Hi, Katie. What's up? Just talking spooky stuff, you know. Kaylee's diamond painting rant is always great. It is. It's excellent. I am saving my diamond painting for the weekend. I am listening to Salem's Lot. That's a great plan, Mindy.
That's actually, I also started Salem's Lot while I was diamond painting my coasters like a few days ago. I'm not doing that for any weekend prompts. I'm just doing that like in between during the week.
I have to go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Okay.
She's really going.
You have to say, "I'll be right back."
I'll be back.
30 minutes, then get up and move. I have that one, Kelsey. I have so many.
Yeah, I will say I bought other big ones too. So I've got like, I think 6 other big ones now.
That's awesome.
I love how you did like one little thing and then you're like, yes, and bought them all.
Well, I just wanted, and I was telling Katrina last night, it's kind of dumb because I bought the little stuff at the same time as the big stuff. It just, the little stuff arrived first. So I was like, la la la. So I could have hated it, and then I would have had all this other stuff to do that I would have hated.
Oh my gosh.
You could creep and peep in my house at night. The curtains are heavy and annoying to close. Hi everyone, I just bought Paperbacks from Hell from Barnes & Noble for my birthday. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Barnes & Noble is actually selling some good books from Paperbacks from Hell, so bought one of those, currently reading that. Oh, which Paperbacks from Hell did you get? I need to know.
I hope the Lisa Tuttle one.
I know, me too.
Familiar Spirit, it's so good.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Cover?
What?
Did she also write the one with the bird on the cover? The like naked bird.
Then Next to Nightmares.
Stories.
But they're all her stories.
Yeah, they're all her stories, yes.
And they're excellent.
They are. But Katrina was all like kind of not sad. Were you sad when you were reading that? Weren't you like disturbed when you were reading that short story collection?
What was it, the Bug House one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I will never forget that one. I was like, oh my god, this is so disturbing. This reminds me of the Friends episode of the apartment across with the naked guy.
I'm afraid that I am the naked guy in this situation. Because like there's a lot of places where like I can't change in my room because I have an extra window that looks out to the same building that I don't have curtains for just yet. And so like I try to like change where I can't be seen, but then sometimes I forget, and so I'm just standing there, and then I look up and I'm like, oh cool, I can make eye contact with them right now.
Well, you have that mirror too.
Yeah,
that's, like near the window, so even if you're standing further away,
like,
if they're at the right angle, they can probably still see you.
Yeah. So but like what am I gonna do? I'm not gonna change in the small bathroom every time. I change in my bedroom, and like they see what they see, you know.
Was it The Pick of Destiny?
Tenacious D.
I just looked it up. That would have been a fun movie for them to watch. No, it was like one of those like I can't remember anything about it because I read it. I was like, ooh, it's like one of those like wholesome, feel good movie type things. It sounded kind of cheesy type of thing, you know.
Tenacious D and the Piccadesty is definitely not like like a nice like family movie.
Yeah.
Christine, this is probably true. They're like, I know they're looking, but also they could put up curtains as well.
Yeah.
And they choose not to.
Mm-hmm.
What if they know you're watching and purposely putting on these shows? Are we doing ghost stories? I lived in an old Victorian house growing up. It was haunted. The walls bled. Oh, that's scary.
Ooh.
No matter how many times colors we painted, the streaks would come through.
That's
Ooh,
so
That's
scary.
insane. That's
very
Very
cool.
scary.
Yes, Caddy. I love that.
Oh no. I'm sorry, I just read Bookaholic Banter's comment about the book she bought.
Oh my god, I'm scared to read that one. I do have it, but I'm scared.
Yeah, you should be scared. It's half boring, half horrendous. So there you go.
What?
It's hard to explain. It's both
Which book is
boring-
it?
Let's Go Play at the Adamses. It's both boring and horrendous. It's both the most disturbing book I've ever read, the most maddening book I've ever read, but parts are
It's
very
Home
like, dry.
Invasion. And I think it's Evil Kids. I think it's Evil Kid Home Invasion.
It's based on a true story,
It's
just like
boring?
The Girl Next. It's based on the same story as The Girl Next Door by Jack Ketchum. So these kids who all live like out in the country, they have a babysitter. Their parents are all out of town, and they end up tying up the babysitter. This is not spoilers; it's on the back of the book. And the kids are freaking asshole jerks. I hate them. I hate them. I've never been more mad. I hate those kids. Like, I wish I could have gotten those kids. Like, got my hands on. Would have been like, you guys suck. Like, trust me, they deserve it. But anyway, I'm sorry. I really like good kids. Even bad kids, I wouldn't normally hurt them. But you should see or hear these kids what they did in this book.
Oh my
So just
God.
I
trust me.
wouldn't normally hurt him. Such a good sales pitch.
I just make things worse when I just start elaborating on like stuff I say. But
I love it.
I will say that is a hard book to read. I will just warn you. It's a hard book to read, but then there's some boring parts too.
That's the worst when it's like boring and then horrific.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some middle ground here.
Yes.
I did not like the handyman method. I talk about it in my wrap up.
Which is a bummer because like I like the troop, ultimately like the troop. But
Yeah. It's not good. You can tell what he was trying to do, and it like just it wasn't executed well, I feel like. So you guys want to do Red Book really quickly?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're supposed to be sitting in a dark room, but we'll pretend it's dark. And you're going to close your eyes and put your hand on top of the book and say, Red Book, can I enter your game?
Right.
And flip to a page and find your finger on a random sentence.
are our eyes
That was
supposed to
a
be closed
question
now?
too.
Yes. Leave room for interpretation for what you fall on. If
My eyes are
the
still open, sorry.
message appears evil or says no in the same way, stop the game. If the message is positive and welcomes the conversation, you may ask it another question. So repeat these steps. So we're just going to ask it questions. We can't ask questions that will anger it, which is like, how will I die and stuff, which I feel like we did before.
Don't want to know that information. So we need to put our hand on it and say what?
Um,
Come in.
Red Book, can I enter your game?
Oh, okay.
Can I come in?
Oh, come in.
And then flip to any page and put your finger on a random sentence.
Mine's dumb.
Mine says no, you guys. Okay, like
Okay,
Mine
let me
even
ask
asked me
you
a
a question.
question.
Red Book,
No.
can I enter your game? Mine says is.
Mine said paperbacks were given 6 weeks on the racks to find an audience. Then it
I
was
would
off
think-
to the shredder.
I would take your guys's as yes.
Mine says is. So
Mine says no, nor thing create.
are we supposed to read the sentence or just the word?
Just like the word in the sentence. What else is in the
It
sentence?
just says it really is, isn't it?
Okay, so yeah, I would take that as a yes. That's okay.
I'm pointing exactly at a word that says into. So I think that's them confirming I'm allowed.
You're allowed.
L.
Foul.
L.
Very dark.
But like fell like into.
Yeah, I'll turn off the light.
We fell into the game.
Wait, she's turning off the lights too. Well, I guess I'll put mine back off.
Katie, that's
Should I still play even though mine said no?
It says that you're gonna anger it. It's evil.
Oh, they turned the lights off. Well, we don't have the lights on.
You guys got a window and you don't have a curtain, so you can't turn the lights
I feel
off.
like you can't see anything behind me at all. It's
that
You're like
creepy.
very sad. You're like a floating head.
I'm
That's
scared
your
something's gonna be like behind me.
Yeah.
What should we ask it?
Nothing too bad.
Another
My background, I'm scared.
I'm scared.
Red book. What scares me?
What scares me?
Are we all supposed to like say it out loud, or do we just like flip?
And then you
Catholic priests.
Oh,
What the heck?
that's so accurate.
Wait, guys, this is creepy. It says day seeping into night.
Oh,
I was in.
Ooh.
Mine says beneath me.
hell. I mean, what else is beneath us? I don't know.
Bailey's couch.
Well, that's true. But that's
It's
scary.
the downstairs neighbors.
Maybe. They are a family and they seem really nice, but maybe they have a secret, you know?
Maybe they're cannibals.
Secrets.
Animals?
Yeah.
Mine says blood.
Mm.
It says, so envy did the blood of me imbue. This is poetry. This is the,
Oh, I was about to say. I was like,
the
oh.
We're like,
Inferno by Dante. So
Secrets. God.
wait, have you guys read that Junji Ito about the chair? Because
No.
Kaylee's couch could be like the chair.
Oh.
I hate that story. I mean, hate as in like I love it. It's
Yeah, that could be the vibe.
The first two attempts didn't make any sense. My third attempt is like at least a noun, but it says I'm afraid of a cinnamon baker.
Paul just came in and said, "Your coffee, my lady."
Aw. Also
noticed
sweet.
my butler.
Paul.
I want to know how much and how much is the other. I'm pretty sure I know which part is Nick Cutter in the Handyman. It has to do with the turtle, and I think he did it on purpose.
It's another animal cruelty thing?
Yes, and it's for no reason, and it's super
Why?
graphic. Because
Why?
I think it was retaliation.
I think Katrina said it was worse than the troop.
Why
Mhm.
does he do that? That makes me dislike him.
I think it had a place in the troop, but if it has no place in this other book, I think that's dumb.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Corpse Paul for the win.
It's in my wrap up too, Katie, and it's what did I do? I timestamped it. So it should be good.
I would literally pay someone $100 if this happens, but I don't think it's going to happen. If I asked my book, what am I most afraid of? A different book I ask, and it says laundry, I'd be like, okay, this is great. This is like truly accurate.
Ask it again.
Red book. Should I say, can I enter your game because it's a new book?
Yes.
Okay. Red book, can I enter your book or whatever the hell? Wait, hold on. You did it. Okay, whatever. All right. Red book. What am I afraid of? Hold on.
I don't.
That's scary.
Swinging the duck. I don't know what that means. But, okay. The whole sentence says, "Ready?" She asked, swinging the duck. We all nodded. She turned around to the pool and flew in the bird. It landed on top of the thick sewage with a plop, and then lay there on its side with its bill in the muck. That's sad. What the hell?
Now we all know, Kelsey, you're scared of swinging.
I'm scared of the swinging duck.
Oh my god.
Holly, I wouldn't play. I hope you're not playing. Elizabeth, I hope you're not playing. Oh, Deep, my book is sassy. Yeah, you can play. I would still play.
Do you guys see right there how it's like looks like glowing eyes?
Oh my god, yes.
Like I don't know how to
What is that?
right there.
What is that? I can see it, yeah.
It's like my mirror reflecting, but it's scaring me.
Yeah,
I
that is really
just see eyes.
So
It looks like a
scary.
snake head.
Oh my
Yeah, I'm like
god.
walking it, but there it's like spooky.
Yeah, it's really spooky.
That's spooky, Christy. Dead Kylie asked her, lip trembling. Well, I'm out, it seems. Have a great day, all. I'm not interested in being possessed.
What? Yeah, that's scary.
Buy or rent? I would take that as a yes. I think that's it. Mine says it will be nice to go on a road trip with you. Aw, that's actually really fitting.
Like, what's going on a road trip with you?
Yeah, I'm just going for it, Mindy. We'll see what happens.
Well, it's fitting, but it could also be considered something bad. Like Cassidy's like entity in the book is like, yo, I want to freaking be like possess you and like ride with you. Like, let's go, let's roll out.
That's why I'm saying it's kind of.
No,
I am going for the vibe. I'm kind of scared right now.
I look like a nun, like glowing or like a stained glass window or something.
I picked a slasher. This is not going to end well for me.
No.
Didn't we ask it how we would die? It definitely says not to do that.
I don't have a candle near me.
I thought this one would give me like way more spooky things, but so far it's given me like the most benign thing, like Sidney Baker. Like, what? Come on, give me some horror things.
Well, pick a good question to ask it.
I literally never would have guessed mine would say swinging a bird. Or swinging the bird. Or
Swinging
whatever.
a duck.
Yeah,
What should I ask?
Yeah, what should you ask?
Because I feel like even the creepiest.
Ooh, let's ask, how will next weekend go?
I'm scared right now. Okay.
You shouldn't be scared. There's nothing scary that's gonna happen.
I pointed to a blank, so do I just start over? There.
How will next weekend
I
go?
pointed to another blank. What the heck? Does this mean death? Like,
No, it doesn't mean death.
Wait, what did
Uh-oh.
you say?
I keep like pointing to like tops of chapters. Hold on.
And then
I
she
forgot
asked,
there's
does it mean
illustrations
death?
in this. I just got this illustration.
Oh, I guess I need to.
Okay, this is
Oh my
not
God.
helpful.
That
Oh,
kind of
that's
seems
weird.
bad, Katrina.
Mine
It's
says
Like a
I
bird.
wasn't so eager to change
What?
the subject.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I just got that she's standing, so we're gonna stand, I guess.
I'm excited to stand with you guys.
I got dressing table.
Hmm.
Oh my God, Katie has the same mug. Cool, Katie.
I don't know.
Cheers.
Where's it from?
Lipstick.
TJ Maxx. I
Oh,
bet.
That's cute.
It is cute.
I guess.
It was like too fancy a furniture
Yeah.
for me.
I don't own a dressing table.
Yeah, why do you need? What's a dressing table?
Wait, what is a dressing table?
I'm assuming it's like a vanity type of thing,
Oh
but like
yeah.
fancy.
Just live a boring life. It's
Me
not boring. Kaylee's haunted couch.
Yeah.
I think this game just solidified my dream library theme. Interesting. Corpse Paul again for the win. I know, Paul's so nice. He's always giving you stuff.
I know.
Will Corpse Paul do laundry today? Plastic bags. Whatever.
I should ask, will Alex be what is it? Critical of the new Exorcist movie?
Yes.
let's see. Oh, more sweetly than as if it were expressed.
Oh.
I doubt it. He was critical of like talk to me or whatever. He was like, wasn't that a bit repetitive? And I was like, get out of here.
I love your impersonations.
Well, I didn't do the Southern voice with that, but usually like, wasn't that a bit repetitive? He's got a mountain accent because he's from Roanoke. But he sounds so pretentious even with it. First try was The Dark Road. Second try was Mother. Red Book, can I enter
That's what I
you?
said. Yeah. Or whatever. Hell.
Kelsey, you just asked it to enter its hell.
No. I didn't think about it.
Oh, let's just ask it like a random question. Red Book, what is my favorite color? Let's see.
If it really gives a color, that's going to be so bonkers.
That here, the soil is willing, bestowing. Soil?
Brown? Dirt?
Wait,
Yeah.
I'm going to look up a list of Red Book questions. There's got to be a list online.
Red Book.
Okay, I'll ask my favorite color.
I'm gonna ask what my favorite activity is.
My favorite color is and his next face. I don't know what that means.
Terrorize her.
That's your favorite activity?
My favorite activity is to terrorize.
Oh my god.
You should put that on like your resume.
Yeah.
Hobbies include terrorizing.
Somebody at the job I worked at the cafe submitted a resume and it said master at the dark arts on their like skills. They were like, yeah,
Oh
we're not
my
hiring that
god.
person. Yeah, they're like, not going to interview that person. We don't want to curse our store.
I love that.
Oh,
I grabbed a new book and it let me play. Oh, nice, Holly. My book said, I'm done. Go home. Okay, so if your book decides that, when finished, you make sure you say, Red Book, can I leave your game? And then I think you're supposed to flip again to see like what you land on. If it lets you game, if it lets you leave, and then you say goodbye. But if it says no, then I guess you have to ask why. It legit says the best thing to do is to gather together.
Nice.
Oh, for how will next weekend go?
Yeah.
Harley, that's creepy, but that's exciting too. So. How will next weekend go? The child's dark wandering alleys.
That's disturbing.
Mine was, I didn't have enough experience. I feel like that kind of works. Mine said, none of the humans said a word. Does that mean we will all be reading? I don't know. I doubt we'll be reading
We're just
together.
going to sit there and stare at each other the whole time.
Yeah, and we're going to be like, do you mind if I listen to my audiobook? No, I think you guys know what's going to happen, right? I'm going to force them to watch Reanimator again. The same movie. And talk to them about Nick Cage.
For an entire hour.
How will next week can go? A storm is coming.
Ooh,
I
don't
hope it
say
doesn't
that. I'm
storm.
fine.
It's kind of fun.
You'll be
says to ask it, what is your nature?
The book is like bad.
There's no power. Okay.
Oh no.
I don't know what that even means. Okay.
Believe
Can you
in
tell
yourself,
me?
book. They need better confidence.
Can you tell me my future?
She hissed.
The man was someone, all rags and white hair. Wait, no. The man was right on top of him with a long iron construction rod raised over his body. What the hell? Someone's gonna get murdered.
Is Paul going gray? Man.
No, he doesn't have too many grays. I actually have more gray than him. It's sad.
That's kind of spooky. For favorite color, Mindy? Clear water? The blue-green mosaic at the bottom of the pool beckons me. Oh, you guys are very connected to your books.
I know. I'm not getting any of this.
My favorite activity: how I watch people die in front of me. Well, then.
Watch out for Cassidy.
Cassidy's very connected. Oh, I didn't read this second.
Yeah, what book is it?
Sounds interesting.
See, maybe we should be asking questions about the entity, not about ourselves.
Oh,
because like some people have examples of like, who are you? Like, you know, asking the book questions about the entity that's using the book to communicate.
I mean, that makes sense. It's not like a fortune teller.
Yeah. It's more like a Ouija board. Like, come on, spirit, yo, come talk to us.
Okay, so like, what is your name?
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like that.
What is your name?
Are Kaylee and I talking to the same person? If it's a spirit in.
That's him.
Fucking weird.
Wait, what does it say?
Our finger is literally exactly on Jennifer.
Oh,
On Jade. Yes, I love it.
That's scary.
I hope it is Jade you're talking to.
Yeah.
Mine just says that's him.
oh, it's the snake eyes behind you.
Yeah.
Or whatever they are.
Mine says Celestial Hawks.
That's a badass name.
What is your name?
Oh, wait,
Swinging
what was-
duck. Just kidding.
That's not a name.
Xanax is the name.
Krevich. Wait, it's got a capital K. I guess it's a name. Bitch.
No, this is really funny, Carly.
What was Lexi's?
Dulling, Dulling, not a name.
That's kind of creepy though. It could be a name.
It says apprehension, dulling her green eyes.
Oh, you're right.
This is great. Yes.
Ooh. Wait, I think do I have that one? Oh, that's creepy. That is a name.
You guys are so connected. Oh my gosh. I asked if we're going to have a good trip to Disney, and it came up with, he replied to that there was a town called Main Street with an opening. No.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's weird. What the heck?
That is so spooky.
This made me laugh so much.
Xanax.
Mine said,
Oh no!
That's a no for me.
Kiki, no.
I know. Oh my god. Yeah, what is your name? What is your quest?
A bunch of words shaped like a shark is its name. Oh.
That's kind of funny.
Or an excellent.
Something doing hornet.
Wait, should I do it again?
You're an old governess for the next comment.
Yeah, you can do yours again.
I'm just talking to Jennifer.
I got 28.
I love it.
28.
No, dude,
My
that's
husband walked in on me and said, "Is my wife going insane?" It answered, "That's right. Wonderful."
Eric
I
is
love
my
it.
husband's name, by the way, so maybe he's talking.
I did it again and got an actual name, Eric. Oh. Eric doesn't feel like a ghost name.
Eric's a ghost, Froggy, believe.
Empty.
Single name or anything like that could be interpreted that way.
Look at Teddy looking up at you.
So did you guys want to ask for our last question, should we ask the question we're not supposed to ask, or it can anger the spirit, is how it died or how we are going to die?
I'm not asking
It's just
how
like,
I'm
yeah,
gonna
I want to know.
Yeah.
But my ghost says I have no idea too with its name.
Oh, well, that's fair.
How did you die?
How did you die?
How did you die?
How did you die?
It says, oh, it's just a silly burn. I say, giving the words an airy spin. So maybe a
burn? Yours burned to death?
Well, it says it's just a silly burn, but I guess the silly burn was deadly.
Yeah.
Something dark and hairy.
Ooh, a spider?
I don't know.
Ooh,
bite. That's really creepy.
that's spooky. Mine says, look how the sun is on thy forehead glowing. Mine died by sunburn.
Mine died from measuring Quaker oats from a cardboard cylinder and a pot of boiling water. I'm gonna try again. Snowplow?
Yes.
That's creepy.
Wow, that fits. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool. You know what I mean?
right on the word snowplow specifically.
Whoa.
Xanax died at home improvement.
Yeah. Is there a Jennifer that died from a snowplow?
I love the Quaker Oats one.
I know.
Death by oats, says Monica.
Honestly, though, here's the theory. I can't have gluten and I have to eat gluten-free oats. So maybe it was oats with gluten in them. Maybe
That
they have
could happen.
celiac disease.
I hope not. That'd be awful.
I don't want you to eat regular oatmeal. Be careful.
You have to put it in a smoothie, though.
Oatmeal, not oats.
Oatmeal, not oats. We're attached to the hip.
That's
Ooh.
scary.
Sav, I asked if it knew you and Eric said with regret and hope.
That's scary. That's scary.
A missing
I died.
person report was made. Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Ooh. Xanax died of a home improvement project. It died in the pine box. Ah! How they died. That was ancient history.
Pack of devils. It's ancient history how they died.
Yes. And they're already over it. They're like, that was ancient history, you guys. How will I die? I'll show you. Nope. Out of here. So to close out your stuff, you have to just ask Redbook, can I leave your game?
Can I leave your
Can I
game?
leave your game?
Leave your game.
Oh my god, guys! It said no end.
Oh my God.
You can ask again.
I shit you not.
Mine did not have anything.
Can I leave your game? Far enough. Gone far enough. Okay, that's better, right?
When I said, can I leave your game? I've landed on ran on all fours. So, like, is it saying I can leave if I run on all fours?
Yeah,
Yeah, you have to run on all fours like Teddy.
Oh my god, guys. So I landed on gone far enough, but if I read the whole sentence, it says, I think we've gone far enough.
Oh, so I would take that as a yes.
Okay, cool. Thank
Can I
God.
leave your game?
I was scared for a second because it said no end.
I got the trespassers scatter in all directions. So that's leaving,
Oh.
right?
You have to say
Something
goodbye.
was happening to his
Goodbye.
brain. Can I leave your game?
Bye.
Goodbye.
Wait, I'm
That was
So-
scary. I'm gonna turn on the light now.
Mine said utterly denied,
Oh my gosh.
but question mark. So I think it doesn't know. But I'll ask
have a
again.
good. I do
Guys,
not have
I'm
a good
creeped out how it said no end.
Yeah. Sounds like I'm turning the lights on.
Yeah, I'm
Redbook,
scared.
your game. Oh, I forgot to close my eyes. Redbook cannot live regard.
Are you supposed to close your eyes?
Look at the grass, the tender
Goodbye.
shrubs, the bloom.
I forgot to close my eyes.
I think that means go outside and touch grass.
Yeah,
How
I
I
think
interpret
telling
that.
you to touch grass.
So goodbye, Redbook.
Can I leave your game, bitch?
So you guys remember to close out, or you'll be haunted. I'm just kidding.
I just keep getting sentences like I came down here with Mary and a couple people from school. I'm like, come on, can I leave? Maybe they'll ask us to stay for dinner. No.
Kelsey is just trying to get you to stay, likes hanging out.
I'll say goodbye later. Goodbye for now.
Maybe it died from that mold used to be in the bread. Oh yeah, the fungus stuff, but also like the witch trials. One of the girls that was doing the main accusations was abducted and held captive by Native Americans for like a month beforehand, and she was just released like to bargain with, but she saw like so much trauma during that, so they think she was just like severely like had PTSD and was like everybody's a witch or whatever. And yeah, it's crazy. How will I die? It will rot you if you stay any longer. Yeah, that means you gotta go. I think.
Speaking of gotting to go.
Wanting to go.
I'm not go. Sorry.
Yes.
My in-laws flew in from Texas, so I was like, it'll just be an hour, but I didn't want to leave when that book was open.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was to be haunted. So
Well, you said goodbye, so you did it.
What you're doing, nothing, just connecting with demons with my friends.
I'll leave that out of the convo. Bye, guys.
Bye, Seth. I made coffee, so I guess I'm trapped. Oh yeah, I want to have a full-on conversation with you. A sorry replacement for the pack of devils. That's weird. Okay. Go run Kaylee. I'm here to watch. Can I leave your game? Chess said, wish I knew what they meant. I would take chess. Or you could just say, what do you say when you finish chess?
Checkmate?
Checkmate. Yeah. So say checkmate and say goodbye. Kaylee, we're waiting. Perhaps. I would take that as a yes. I'm behind, but I asked my favorite color and it said, I've got no idea what you're babbling about.
I like that.
Art school. I would take that as a yes as well. How will I die? Looking into the fire. No thanks.
Ooh.
Mine said you don't belong here after asking clarification. I would take that as a, like, yeah, you can go and say goodbye. I asked again. She woke up screaming, I think I can leave, but forever terrified.
Yours really gave good answers. Like, it was kind of creepy.
Yeah. Took forever, but I knew I would go, so I went on. Nice. Bye, Sav. So is there any anything Halloween people need to know? Everything's linked in the description box down below, the Discord, the Instagram, everybody's channel. Check out Lexi's announcement video is linked down there. Is there any sprints tonight?
Not as of right now.
Okay. There's sprints tomorrow. I know that.
I could do impromptu sprints if you need somebody to do some. I don't care. Unless you're asking other people, Lexi.
Oh, no. If you want to do them, you can. That's totally fine.
Yeah, I might later, a little bit later, if that's cool.
Yep.
Cool. I might. So stay tuned. I'll post it to the Discord in case I do.
Cool.
Is there anything else you want to just...
Our next event will be on my channel on Friday, the 13th. It will be in the evening, probably 8 or 9 Eastern. Just because I figured it'd be a good later night thing. And that's a surprise what we're doing. But you don't need to bring anything. You can just hang out in the comments. That's all I have.
Okay, well, I hope you guys have a great Saturday in October, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.